Holy shit, fight fans. We got a problem in boxing. Manny took his first test today. Will Floyd set it up or not? Don't know, but that's what everybody's talking about. Catch you in a minute, fight fans.
That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's.
And you may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
Guys, there's nothing like boxing, and there are no athletes like fighters.
Struggling to get to his feet. Incredible tickets are unbelievable.
Takes another right. Earns in deep trouble again. Earns it down. Earns it.
You know, you dream of fights like this, but the very celebrated never.
What's up, fight fans? I'm J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. And today I'll be bringing you the Monday fight news. I usually do it in the morning, but I decided to do it in the afternoon. Simply because it's Monday. We had a great fight weekend. And congratulations to those who won over the weekend. Kovalev, congratulations. As well as Porter, congratulations. And Andre Berto, congratulations. Otherwise than that, let's get into the boxing news. CBS Sports reports that Pacquiao brings in Guillermo Rigondeaux as a sparring partner. Told you so. I think that's great. A lot of guys in boxing forums are basically on some that makes no sense because he's a southpaw as well, and he's shorter than Floyd, and he also got a shorter reach than Floyd. But I'll say this, and every person that knows what they're talking about in boxing will say this as well. Okay, it's what you get out of sparring. Okay, and no one right now, pound for pound, can emulate Floyd as to speed and being slick. Okay, so Canelo Alvarez says that Floyd Mayweather could make the fight boring or interesting, and that's a pretty good statement. I mean, I can agree with that halfway, but it goes both ways. See, because if Manny is able to turn Floyd a lot, he can dictate that fight as well. It's all about that. It's all about turning Floyd. Boxer Jesus Soto Carras has Manny Pacquiao beating Floyd as well, which is pretty cool. Fans tell Andre Berto he should fight Adrian Broner. That would be a good fight. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. That would be pretty interesting. Andre Berto also wants Kell Brook or Victor Ortiz next. Victor Ortiz said in an interview, I can't wait to beat that ass again. That's interesting. I mean, he's only had, one match? I think it was last year. Ortiz, that is. Burrow's been active. I don't know. Different outcome. Henry Ramirez explains why he's not surprised that Chris Arreola had a tough fight. You got to check that interview out. I think it was on ES News. You can check that out. It was a pretty good interview. Chris Arreola looked sloppy and fatigued in his match on Friday, and he wants Tyson Fury. Now, personally, him against Fury, the way he looked this Saturday, Fury eat him up. He even said that he wouldn't want Fury in 1 or 2 matches. He would want like 3 or 4. I'd say 5 or 6. He's gonna need some help. Manny Pacquiao has taken his first how should we say, random blood and urine testing today, and a lot of people have been talking with me, and they've also have smelled fuckery. You know, they're smelling fuckery, should I say? There are interesting theories out there. If you're not up on it, get up in boxing forums on Facebook. Um, Mine's is one hashtag come back to boxing, but of course we filter out the propaganda. So what you'll get from that boxing page on Facebook is pure truth. Uh, let's see, boxing knowledge. You know what I mean? And other ones as well. But if you want, you can check those forums out, and people are saying, that they hope that Floyd Mayweather don't try to set him up. That way he won't have to fight him and shit like that. There's also shit going around with Alex Ariza and shit like that, and Heredia, and then there's also video with Floyd chopping wood and getting his in core in, and of course everybody's expressing their opinions. Oh, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. He's gonna knock Manny the fuck out, and everybody's gonna get knocked the fuck out. So the expectations are high, and I'm more than sure they won't disappoint. You know, Keith Thurman gives Pacquiao in an interview the blueprint to beat Mayweather. He takes the stance and stuff like that, and he just gets into it really good. Karim Mayfield, who was supposed to fight, but instead, they asked him not to. I guess he would have made Porter look pretty foolish because Mayfield is nice. Peace to you, bro. Hashtag come back to boxing. Karim Mayfield, that is, expressed in an interview by ES News that Mayweather versus Pacquiao will be a draw. He feels it'll be a draw, and that's an interesting perspective on the fight. That's pretty good. Malik Scott has beef with Antonio Tarver, and it's just boiling up, man. Old school beef. He says to Antonio Tarver, "The fight is going to happen. Don't make me have to chase you." You know. He also says that Manny is like Hatton, Ricky Hatton. He compares Manny Pacquiao to Ricky Hatton. Like I said before, remember all of these words, guys. Virgil Hunter says Andre Ward would destroy Carl Froch in a rematch. He would give him the beating of his life. And I beg to differ. I don't think he'll give him a beating. I think he'd give him a good match. But I don't think he'd fuck him up. Simply because of the ringing activity. Like I said, sparring and keeping warm is totally different than being in ring. Virgil Hunter also expresses his thoughts on a possible Adrian Broner versus Amir Khan clash / fight. And that would be pretty good too. But personally, I think because of Adrian Broner being just stationary fighter at certain points and flat-footed as well, Khan will box him the fuck out. But that remains to be seen. In the fight between Andre Berto and Josecito Lopez, which Berto won via stoppage, most think it was premature and a robbery. Some call it a good fight. You have to understand, and I'm talking to those that feel that it was premature or robbery. Let me just take your perspective into a diehard boxing fan's perspective, okay? From what I've been noticing, and those who have done the research as well, who notice as well, that it's national TV, there's viewer discretion, too much damage, so he had to stop. And in his case, it's just like Gabriel Rosado. Gabriel Rosado, of course, is with cartilage and stuff, the tissue and stuff, and not the cartilage, the tissue, and it's just they have to show some type of responsibility. Let's not take away from the match. Both fought, and I chose Lopez, but he lost, and just be aware of that. that they like Gabriel Rosado when it came up. I think it was 2 weeks, a week and a half before his match. Uh, Someone had passed away because of in ring injuries, and I think that's what forced that fight at that time to be stopped for Gabriel Rosado because of the cut. Even though we all know it wasn't that serious, and then of course he went on to defeat someone, and then in bare knuckle boxing, and then he went on into boxing, and he got stopped again because of the cut. So that's just basically what it is. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and that's the downfall of having boxing on a national television platform, which is good, but also that's his downfall. We won't see as much graphic content if we do. It's on the refs' discretion, of course. It's up to, but of course they're also being told, look, it can't get too gory, so we won't see unless it's pay per view or HBO or Showtime. We won't see on national TV all this blood and gore, unless I stand corrected for future reference. But just to let you know exactly, that's what I feel. That's exactly why they stopped that fight like that. Especially him just getting hit like that. I mean, the last punch is exactly what put the nail in the coffin. You know. I also want to speak upon people that are going back on their words and in their predictions, and then going on and calling other people's predictions bullshit. Be responsible, man. Show some type of responsibility. If you said this person is going to win and they lose, whether it's horribly, terribly, or whatever, you know, mediocre win, or should I say mediocre loss, as to, whatever the ref called it premature, and everybody knows it's a premature call. Well, be responsible. You lost your loss. Got a fucked up prediction. You made a fucked up prediction. Okay, cool. Now, those that are going to criticize, make sure that you had a great prediction before you go and criticize those. But I can understand why you're criticizing those. If you only stay on to the point that you're criticizing those that are going back on their fucking word. But those that have not gone back on their word, you have no right criticizing. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we're going to debate correctly, if we're going to criticize and give each other constructive criticism, then let's do it correctly. You know what I'm saying? That's all. And I also, for the YTBC, if I'm not mistaken, out of control, you know what I'm saying? If I got that correctly, with you, so let's be easy on this. But great channel, speaks facts, just like 10 players, you know what I'm saying? Just like myself, just like the Fight Guru, just like Blood Boxing, you know what I'm saying? And other channels that I can't really think of right now, because it's a good long list of y'all, but you know what I'm saying. My whole thing with this comeback to boxing, hashtag comeback to boxing, is just to educate and also to help, boxers contribute, charities, but as well to educate. If you can accept Flomos and Pactars, then why not accept education given to those from the YTBC? You know what I'm saying? Giving as they're giving it to you guys. Ghetto Superstar. I gotta respect you, bro, and I'm giving you a big shout out on this because he has a great argument, and I call it a lesson in boxing, as he just calls it an argument, but I call it a lesson in boxing for y'all. The casuals, the fanboys, the ones that think that, neo boxing fans, the ones that think that they're on one fucking boxer that's going to conquer, and then they forget about foundation. Well, like I said, Muhammad Ali versus Floyd Mayweather, he covers it from amateur record to professional record, and I'm giving it my ballot. I agree, Ghetto. Peace to you, man. Thank you, and everybody else. Zone 6 comes to mind as well. When you're going out there, and everyone else is not being biased, and they're giving instruction and they're giving education in boxing, I respect that very much. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do your thing in the YTBC, just like Ghetto Superstar, myself, 10 players, Blood Boxing, everyone that's educating, not just pushing propaganda, and not just hating, and not just questioning things. Hashtag come back to boxing. I respect each and every one of y'all. And that's just basically it, man. This is J.Cotto. Happy Monday. And thank you for joining me on my fight page. Have a great day, guys.